And so looking at the products, whether it be the instrument, whether it be mutes, mouthpieces, how do these help you in terms of continuing to transform and develop as a player?
Yeah, well, I'm actually definitely one of the musicians who I'm not looking for a new mouthpiece every week, or every month. I've always played on a Denis Wick mouthpiece. Whether that came with the instrument when I was in that primary school or not, I can't remember. But I've always played on Denis Wick, and it is. I'm always looking to improve. But if things aren't broken, you don't want to, you have to try and fix it. That old saying. So I've always played on a Denis Wick and always found that it's been sort of top of the range. And I think that's also now sort of over recent months, knowing and years, knowing that they are sort of at the top of their game, sort of leading in the industry. I'm confident that I'm getting a good product, and I've never had an issue with it. Quite a lot of the time, if I find a fault in my playing, I always try and fix it. It's down to me rather than I'm confident I'm on the equipment that will, supply me with the best, methods going forward. So I've always played on Denis Wick, and like I say, I've not got any intention of going anywhere. So
Well, it's interesting that because you do get quite a few people that will, if they split a note, they start looking at the instrument or they start looking at their valves, and you think,
yeah,
well, yeah, okay, there might be an element where it hasn't quite worked, but if you know yourself and you know the instrument you play, it's an extension, really, isn't it? So it all goes hand in hand.
yeah, I'm always a player that's, if I do make a mistake, I kind of look in the mirror, look at myself rather than look at my, sort of bad worksman blames his tools kind of job. I've never been that kind of guy. So, yeah, I always kind of look in the mirror and try and sort of fix myself, knowing that the product's going to be fine. And I've dabbled around with different equipment, different mouthpieces, people trying to get me to try different ones. But it's just never felt quite right. And whether that's because I've always played on the Denis Wick, or either sometimes it's too light, sometimes it's too heavy, so it just doesn't feel right on the mouth. So I just like sticking with what I'm comfortable with now at this stage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It makes perfect sense. So, what would you say inspired you more? Was it the people, whether it be in youth bands or whether it be when you were at music college, your peers, or was it more people that you were listening to